Tuscaloosa to frenzy.
Firing. Touchdown, Alabama.
SEC champions, Alabama, Crimson Tide.
We talked about Alabama.
Step back three. Money. And the Alabama Crimson Tide will roll into the Final Four.
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide and welcome to TideTV This Week. I'm Roger Hoover, joined by Mary Reagan Bolig, and welcome to a very special Iron Bowl edition of TideTV This Week. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Roger. I can't believe we're already in Iron Bowl season. Like, this year has flown by.
Yeah, it's already Thanksgiving weekend for the Crimson Tide football team, getting to host the Auburn Tigers coming up in the annual Iron Bowl showdown.
It's the 89th edition of the Iron Bowl, the oldest series in Crimson Tide history, dating all the way back to 1893. Alabama owns the all-time series lead 50-37, and the Tide has dominated the Tigers as of late, winning 8 of the last 10, including 4 in a row. Last year's matchup was one for the history books, trailing 24-20. Alabama had one last chance at a miracle on 4th and 31 with 43 seconds to go. Auburn chose to rush only 4, and Jalen Milroe made them pay. A 31-yard strike to the corner of the end zone, an unbelievable play, gave Alabama the 27-24 lead. Then Terrion Arnold picked off the Peyton Thorne pass to end the game as the Tide made a miraculous comeback in Jordan-Hare for the 27-24 win. The last time the two teams played at Bryant-Denny was back in 2022. The Tide had little trouble with the Tigers as Alabama led 35-14 at the half and rolled to the 49-27 win. Auburn enters this year's matchup 5-6 with a 2-5 record in the SEC. The Tigers' best win of the season came last week in an upset of 14th-ranked Texas A&M. Peyton Thorne found Keon Lambert-Smith, who made a leaping catch to score the 2-point conversion, put Auburn up 43-41 in the 4th overtime. Texas A&M had a chance to force a 5th overtime period, but the Marcel Reed pass would be dropped by Amari Daniels, and Auburn survived with the upset of the 14th-ranked Aggies, 43-41 in 4 overtimes. Heading up the Auburn program is Hugh Freeze. Freeze is 2-4 all-time against Alabama, including 0-1 as head coach of the Auburn Tigers. Senior Peyton Thorne leads the Auburn offense that is 10th in the SEC in scoring, averaging 29 points per game. Auburn is tied for 12th in the SEC in interceptions thrown with 11, but have been much better as of late. The Tigers have won 3 out of their last 4 games, and in those 4 contests, the transfer from Michigan State has been much improved, completing 69% of his passes for 998 yards with 9 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. Senior Jarquez Hunter is the clear leader in the backfield for the Tigers. Hunter ranks 2nd in the SEC with 1,145 yards rushing on the season and leads the conference, averaging over 6.5 yards per carry. Senior Keandre Lambert-Smith leads Auburn in just about every receiving category with 42 receptions for 865 yards. Lambert is also tied with the Tide's Ryan Williams for the SEC lead in touchdown receptions with 8. But just like the Tide, Auburn has a super freshman at wideout as well. Cam Coleman has had his 2 best games of the season in his past 2 games as he went over the 100-yard mark both times, totaling 228 yards with 5 touchdowns. Auburn ranks 10th in the SEC in scoring defense, allowing over 20 points per game. The Tigers are middle of the pack in total defense, giving up just over 319 yards per game, while the Tigers are 6th in rushing defense at 110 yards per contest and ranked 9th in pass defense, giving up just over 209 yards per game. Auburn has 2 players in the top 10 in the SEC in sacks. Keldrick Falk and Jalen McLeod each have 7 on the season. And in turnover margin, Alabama still leads the SEC at plus 11. The Auburn Tigers, however, are dead last in the SEC and 126 in the nation in turnover margin at minus 11. The Tide has forced 25 turnovers on the year, while the Tigers have committed 20. Kickoff for the 89th edition of the Iron Bowl is scheduled for 2:30 at Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It will be broadcast on ABC. Stay with us. We'll have more Tide TV this week coming up next.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
I thought the whole crowd was unbelievable. I wouldn't miss anything you could possibly be at this season because it's going to be a special season.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Let's fill Coleman every time we get a chance to fill Coleman.
What an electric crowd here.
Let's just support this team because it's not that often that you get to put a team of this caliber together.
Jalen Milroe was sensational last night.
Jalen Milroe was in this ball game for Alabama.
Well, Jalen Milroe is the most dangerous player with the ball in his hand.
Wide open touchdown, Jalen Milroe.
I've been telling you that Jalen Milroe throws it so well down the field. That ball was beautifully thrown.
Pressure comes. Milroe escapes.
Milroe 5. Milroe in zone. Cuts it back 10. 5. Touchdown Alabama.
In command from Milroe at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made.
Downfield, down the boundary. Has Williams. It is quarterback sweep left side. Has blocking. And the touchdown. Alabama.
Roll Tide and happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Well, most of us have been enjoying the holiday. The Alabama football team has been hard at work preparing for this week's Iron Bowl.
Our Christopher England has been with the team at practice and joins us now with one of the Tide stars of this week's First Off the Field.
I'm Christopher England with TideTV. I'm joined by Alabama defensive lineman Jamarian Latham. Fresh off the practice field, Jamarian, this is the last regular season week of the season for you. The Iron Bowl coming up. What was practice like out there today?
It's just getting back to work, just coming back and just seeing what the mistakes were and what we need to fix going into this week.
This week it's Auburn. They had a big win last week against a top-ranked Texas A&M team. Just kind of talk about Auburn, what you've seen from them offensively so far.
They're a good team. They got some good athletes on both sides of the ball, but that's everywhere in college football. Every team going to have good athletes. So, just making sure that we're doing the right things throughout the week to come out on Saturday prepared to play.
Their quarterback, Peyton Thorne, in the last 4 games has thrown for almost 1,000 yards with 9 touchdowns. Their passing game seems to kind of be coming into sync right now. What have you seen from that passing game on film?
Like you just said, it's coming into sync. It's like later on in the season. So, usually that's when teams start to find their groove. So, it's just, we know that they have some good players on offense. So, just making sure that we do the right things throughout the week and hone in on that so that on Saturday, we can eliminate the explosives.
You've played against some teams already that have a really good rushing attacks. Jarquez Hunter has over 1,000 yards for Auburn already. Just kind of talk about him and how do you kind of stop that rushing attack?
Oh, he's a good back, short, low to the ground, so it's center of gravity and like all that stuff works in his favor. But it's just like when you get a back like that, gang tackle, like make sure everybody gets to the ball, rally tackle, and just make sure we get them on the ground.
The Iron Bowl is going to be here in Bryant-Denny. You're a 5th-year senior. You're going to walk for Senior Day with your family out there. Just kind of talk about that and how special is that going to be for you to have your family out there with you before the field to be recognized?
It's a lot. My family, that means the world to me. Just this is my why. That's who I do it for. So it's just like being able to have them here and being able to walk out with me and also being able to get my master this December. So it's a lot that I'm taking in, and I'm just happy that they are going to be there to be able to support me as well.
As we said, this year the Iron Bowl is here. You've won 4 in a row over Auburn. Just kind of talk about how special is it to have the Iron Bowl here, and just what is that like inside Bryant-Denny Stadium, just to have that game for the last game of the season here for you?
It means a lot. The Iron Bowl, since I've been here or since I've watched college football, Alabama football, that's a game that was talked about every year. So, it's big now for me just being able to play in the game and with it being my last home game here at Alabama. It's just going to mean the world to me and be able to go out and walk out on senior night and go out and perform in front of, family and friends that and people all over the world that wanting to watch the game.
You had Bama fans cheering for you your entire time here. What would you like to say to them, and just how big of an impact can they make on the game on Saturday?
I would just like to say, we all appreciate, all the fans, just bringing the energy to the game, helping us become electric. Since I've been here, I feel like, they have played a big role in a lot of the games that we've played at home, even with, good opponents. So, just the crowd that plays a big role. So just making sure, that we can get the fans and pack this house out Saturday.
Well, thank you, Jamarian. We appreciate it. Good luck this weekend, and Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Roll Tide.
For Jamarian Latham, I'm Christopher England, reporting from the Hank Chris Indoor Practice Facility.
Tide TV This Week is presented by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide, the University of Alabama, where legends are made.
In every moment, greatness awaits. For the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Oh, he got that in him? Not only the big play potential.
Straight out of high school. And that kid Ryan Williams is going to be special.
The deuce got loose for the first time in a Bama uniform. Ryan Williams breaks a tackle. Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Woo! Ryan Williams, the 17-year-old.
Bobbled and caught. The catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama, the answer in one play.
Is Ryan Williams really like that?
Ryan Williams going to determine that.
Hey, what we saying? Pressure make diamonds, baby.
Roll Tide, and welcome back to a special Iron Bowl edition of Tide TV This Week.
Mary Reagan, we just previewed this weekend's Iron Bowl matchup, and as you know, there have been some great finishes from Iron Bowl games, including some really historic finishes.
Oh yes, there has been some amazing finishes, including several in the past few years.
Let's take a look at some of those for our favorite Iron Bowl moments. They're brought to you by ATI.
Finally, way it is to the back. Man in motion right. Here's Stabler, keeping himself.
Stabler now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He scores. Jimmy Stabler takes it in.
The game is over. The man has made history. 315 wins.
As I said at the top of the show, and I want to say it again, that all of us of the coaching profession that are of this era believe in that man, believe that he is the best coach of our time, if not the greatest coach of all time.
The goal for the touchdown. So the critical play of the game right here. On 4th down and goal. It's Fullwood, and he is stopped. And will they talk about that play for years? With 3:27 to go in the game, Rory Turner ran him out of bounds, and that will be forever ingrained in the lore of this rivalry.
There is the snap, the kick. It is in the air. It has tested. It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! Van Tiffin has won the ball game. Alabama has beaten Auburn. Van Tiffin has kicked a 52-yard field goal. And the state of Alabama is crimson.
The pressure just etched on the faces of everybody watching. Kitchens gets the snap, throws left middle, makes the grab 5. Angles by 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! 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 With 26 seconds to go, this Iron Bowl is tied at 23.
They got the big fella in the backfield. They're going to play action on the rollout. McElroy. Touchdown up Church! Alabama's first win at Auburn since 2001.
Rice gets the snap, high, looks, throws the fade route, near side end zone, got it! Oh, touchdown Alabama! Caught by Ja'Cory Brooks in the end zone.
Backpedals, looks left, throws, touchdown! 2-point conversion, and Alabama wins. John Mechie on the grab, and Alabama has come from nowhere to defeat the Auburn Tigers in multiple overtime.
Here we go. 4th and goal.
Might only be a 2-man rush this time.
That's all it is. But there's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking. Firing. Near corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! On a 4th and a mile!
We always keep thinking we've seen it all, and we never have we?
Hey Bama Gymnastics fans, don't forget to go get your season tickets. It's going to be an epic season where you can watch the top teams in the country battle it out for a win. So go to rolltide.com/tickets and we'll see you there. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, roll! The Alabama Crimson Tide. Cunningham again. Shot good and she's fouled. There she goes and there's Barker. Timmons there. Setting her team up.
Possibly the dagger for Alabama. Right to the rim. Got it.
Kicks. Nye, right corner three. She hits it. Nye steals the inbounds. Left side to Timmons. Layup good. It's a 2-point game.
Roll Tide and welcome back to a special Iron Bowl edition of Tide TV this week.
We enjoy a lot of traditions around the holidays, and Roger, the University of Alabama is full of great traditions.
It certainly is, and one of our favorite traditions inside Bryant-Denny Stadium is always the tradition video that's played before each game.
Personally, that's one of my favorite traditions, Roger, and we hope you enjoy this special tradition straight from the Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
When it comes to tradition and the history of the program, it's second to none. When I look at places that I want to be, it's about winning championships. How hard our guys play and how much they love each other and care for each other and how badly they want to win.
The same thing win, it always won. And we just have a different bunch of excuses if we lose.
Intercepted by Lineup. He's on his way. Touchdown, Alabama.
Look, he catches off his back and hold on to the football.
The Heisman winner in the open field, headed for the end zone.
But I want everybody here to know, this is not the end. This is the beginning.
Got a man open. Got the touchdown. Amari Cooper.
What a special place. What a special place. The standard is Alabama. The starter is Alabama.
Looks downfield again, wide open is Howard. Look out, Kenyon Drake can fly. Touchdown, Drake. Touchdown up Church. 10-5, touchdown. To the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. In the corner. Got it. Touchdown, Alabama. Darius going for the end zone. And what do you say, folks? Let's get out of here.
Yeldon. Oh, what a run. It's caught on a 4th and a mile.
Heisman Trophy is awarded to Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry,
Devontae Smith,
Bryce Young.
Devontae Smith cannot be stopped. To the end zone. Touchdown. Alabama wins.
And the Crimson Tide has once again ascended to the top of the college football mountain.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
I thought the whole crowd was unbelievable. I wouldn't miss anything you could possibly be at this season because it's going to be a special season.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Let's fill Coleman every time we get a chance to fill Coleman.
What an electric crowd here.
Let's just support this team because it's not that often that you get to put a team of this caliber together.
Welcome back. We just took a look at some of our favorite Iron Bowl moments brought to you by ATI.
Now let's take a look at our players of the month for the month of November, brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
We start with football and Jalen Milroe. What a great month of October against Missouri. He threw for 215 yards to go along with 50 yards on the ground and a score. Then against LSU, 294 total yards, including 185 rushing with 4 touchdowns.
Doris Limnole has recorded a top 2 finish in all 5 of her races this season, including winning the SEC Women's 6K crown. Limnole also finished second at the NCAA South Region Championship and was named the SEC Women's Runner of the Year.
Congratulations to our Legacy of Hope Players of the Month for November.
We hope you had a great Thanksgiving and will join us back here next week as we recap the Iron Bowl and talk about the Tide's postseason destinations.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
This has been a presentation from Learfield.